When tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. Thomas Jefferson. This is going to be a good one. Buckle up, boys. All right. So I just want to state that this video is I am on no side of any political party here. This video is just to show how many people, Americans, me and you, I'm on your team here, no longer trust the government. That is all this video is showing. Cool. Now, what does tyranny mean? Tyranny, a nation under cruel and oppressive government, okay? Cruel, unreasonable, or arbitrary use of power or control. All right. Now, I don't want to say America's that far gone, but it's heading there. Now, we're going to get a little deep here. If you're new here, welcome. All right. Take a hit. Just kidding. It might not be legal in your state. Now, I just want you to pay attention to how many people in this video here are speaking out to the world in public that they no longer trust our government. This is all this video is about. Cool. Now let's have some fun.
Isn't it kind of fucked up that all of us hate our government? Like, I'm not even saying, like, oh, some people over here really hate the government. No, like, everyone hates our government. I could walk up to any person in this street and be like, our government sucks. They're horrible. And I guarantee 99% of people would be like, yeah, I agree. I don't even have to say anything else. They just know. And our government doesn't care. They don't care that we hate them so much.
President Biden.
You know what's so funny about that? The government is like, you know how like social media, they're like, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing nothing right. What if the government, like, whatever, the government as a whole is an entity, they're like, we must be doing something right. You know, like they hate us because they ain't us. I just thought that was kind of funny. Something to think about. Anyways.
Biden is promising to let Trump-era tax cuts expire next year if he wins a second term, meaning that millions of Americans could soon face even steeper tax bills. Let's bring...
He promises more taxes. I thought this was funny because in 1775, 2% tax, there was full-blown war. I know. And then now there's like 40% tax, and we're all just like, it's cool. I know we actually don't think it's cool, but it's kind of something to think about. And I'm not like saying let's go to war here, all right? I don't want to make this video about that, all right? I'm with these people. I don't trust anything that's going on. My personal opinion. This is not an attack on you. I'm on your team. Right, guys? Okay, cool. All right, if you're new here, I'd like to read some of your comments from previous videos. Keep it light, keep it loose, keep it fun. This person, remember, guys, I don't trust I don't trust any of it. I mean, I know things work smooth, but, like, we're just talking here, okay? But this one goes, Jack, I've watched you for a while. However, when you said you agreed with Joe Biden, that was too much. If you believe him, I cannot have any faith in your thoughts. No more Jack Morgan for me. Okay, well, let's be clear on one thing. I don't trust any of them. There was a joke. It's called sarcasm, and not everyone's going to get that. Some people are just very straight-laced, like they can't tell a joke. Okay, it doesn't have to be a funny joke. It's sarcasm. All right, let's get that out of there. I don't care who you want to vote for. I don't trust any of them. Just my opinion. I want to trust them. I do. But unfortunately, things have just gotten way too far. Things are way too far gone. This one too, all right? Back to the taxes thing. He goes, lost a little respect for you, Jack. Justifying taxes, bro? Paying taxes is extortion, period. It's fucking illegal. Pissed me off, dude. Okay, when I say I justified taxes, I meant like a little bit. Fire department, teachers, okay? You get what I'm saying? Just like the little bit, all right? Like 5% of my income is cool. I'm cool with that, just to get that clear. Now, here's a list of a bunch of taxes that I didn't agree to. Okay, sales tax, didn't agree on that. Income tax, like I said before, That's okay. If it's like a small amount, makes sense. Property tax, didn't sign off on that. Gas tax, I don't know how to make gasoline, so you charge whatever you want. Energy tax, I don't know how to make energy, you charge whatever you want. SS tax, not even sure what that is, probably didn't sign off on it. Water tax, definitely didn't sign off on that. Like a natural spring, I live in Florida, every natural spring is a state park. I can't just go there and get fresh water. Okay. Road tax, kind of makes sense. Sewage tax, kind of makes sense. Hunting tax, fishing tax, no, didn't sign off on that. Insurance tax, don't even get me started with insurance. Hotel tax, I don't need to stay there. I don't even know what that is. Communication tax, makes no sense. And whatever other tax we're missing here, which is a lot, go ahead, feel free to vent about it. Okay? So just to be clear on that, all right? I'm fed up with it too, honestly. In this video, we're going to carry on here. Watch how many people are publicly stating to the masses online how they don't trust the government anymore. It's kind of, honestly, I'm not saying it's a revolt here, but it's a start. You know, people aren't just talking about it in the confines of their home now. They're shouting it out. That's why I'm making this video. I just find it fascinating. That's all. And it makes sense.
This motherfucker has lost his mind. If you think for a split second I'm going to be paying 44.6% on my capital gains, you've lost your mind, Mr. Crazy-ass lunatic motherfucking president.
See what I'm saying? Now, this one, I might have to bleep out a certain word, but he's talking about a certain country. This guy goes off. This is funny. I'll just buckle up for this one.
I hate every motherfucker in this room. Wave your flags, you fucking pieces of dog shit. Sitting here fucking acting like giving $60.8 billion in funding is something to be up here applauding. Each one of these motherfuckers on each side of the aisle are each other's biggest supporters and backers.
All right, now this is clutch, crucial. If there's anything to take home from this, don't feel offended by any of this information. We're just talking here. I don't know what's up or down anymore, okay? My uncle used to be my aunt. You understand? I don't know what's going on. But this right here, this is kind of how I've thought about how politics works. Don't take it personal, all right? This is just how a lot of people feel, and you might relate. So don't take any of this personally.
They all work together. There is no Republican or Democratic Party. There's a show. They lie. They get one side or the other riled up for their cause, but they're all working together. They're not fighting each other. They're buddies, whether they act like they are or not. And we eat this shit up, and we have ate it up. So while they're waving flags right here in the United States House, spending billions upon billions of your tax dollars to other countries because they don't give a fuck, what are we going to do about it?
Sorry, that one just went so hard. Now, do I think all of it's kind of hocus pocus? Yes, I do. All right. Do I think things have worked out for a long time? Yes. I don't want to say things are that bad. People still want to come to America. But it is a bit alarming at how many people are literally talking about just setting sail to another country. And I don't want to get like Republican, Democrat, all that, all right? But this is how a lot of people feel, especially me. Like, I feel like it's one big show. I could be wrong, and don't take it personal, all right? It's all good. Kinda. Not really. What do I mean by that? So this right here, I'm leaving a bunch of this stuff on here because I want you to see, this is just one post, okay? This is all over the internet now, especially TikTok, because there's really no regulations. But like right here, USA Citizens Revolt 2024, right? I'm not saying this, but this is just one post. This has been posted hundreds of times. And every single one of these posts, just thousands of comments, thousands of likes, saves, everything. I mean, like seriously, it's kind of it's almost a little refreshing in a sense. Like look at this one, 6,000 saves. You know what I mean? 62,000 likes. And that's why I'm putting it in here, because if I were to put all of these in, this would be a fucking just a really long video. All right, but I'm not saying let's revolt, but I do think just having this conversation is a really healthy start, because it's starting to get louder and louder. And I'm having a great time. Anyways, let's keep this party moving. They said, what are we going to do about it? Well, this lady, it's probably not the most effective technique. My tummy hurts and I'm mad at the government, but it's a start. Anyways, upward and onward.
That says, my tummy hurts and I'm mad at the government.
That's going to get them. But, hey, it's a start. Like this one here. Look, this guy went off, so I couldn't put it in there. Like a lot of these, I didn't want to put in here because I'm not trying to like get canceled or, get murdered or something. I'm not saying that the government would do that. Come on. They would never. But this guy overthrow the government. Like there's so many posts like this. It's kind of crazy, actually. But look, like it's not like it's just, no one's agreeing. That's kind of the crazy part. I don't know. You guys let me know how you feel, but we're going to keep this moving, and it's just something to really think about. This person goes, less freedom, less rights, less money, no vacations. This is what the government wants. Most people in the U.S. are too distracted by beer, video games, and that big old football on Sunday to care about doing anything. Yeah. Until we can't even afford to do any of that. Oh, then the party's really going to get started. This lady's pretty on point, okay? PSA to all U.S. citizens. It's time. All right? What is it time for?
Listen to me and listen to me closely. I don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic, blurple, or high yellow. I don't care if you're a liberal, a Republican, or a Democrat. We are all tired of the same shit, okay? We are all tired of going to the grocery store and having 11 items in our cart and then the cashier telling us, oh, by the way, that's $300. We are all tired of going to work and busting our asses and still not having enough money for the basic necessities. We are all tired of paying high-ass rent for places that look like they haven't been upgraded since the 1980s. We are all tired of our U.S. tax dollars being spent on everything but the United States and its citizens, okay? The root of our problem is our United States government. I'm not saying overturn our government, but we definitely have to stand up to our government. Otherwise, they're going to continue to shit on us, okay? It is time to come together as one. We have been divided long enough.
Before we talk about what she just said, this one was great. Before 1913, Americans kept all of their income. Wow. Despite this, we had schools, roads, railroads, and a military. Awesome. It can't be done. Now, back to what that woman was saying. Unfortunately, she's 1,000% correct. And you can expect on seeing more and more people speaking out like this. Now, there are like thousands of videos on this stuff where people are like full-blown kind of going, it could appear like they're going nuts. You know what I mean? Like, ready to ride. Okay, it's a bit alarming. And I don't want it to get to that point. But, I think I missed that party. But it has gone too far, honestly. It's getting to the point where, like I'm in my mid-30s. How many of you my age or younger, or even older, are kind of like, I don't see how am I supposed to go the next 30 years? Like, that's kind of how I look at it. If this keeps going, not cool. And before I get to this gentleman here, which he has an excellent point, this one's kind of trippy to think about. Think about like all these other countries like Canada, England. I mean, that's why we left England, according to our history books, of course. I don't know what to believe anymore. But, Australia, okay? All these places are experiencing the same stuff, if not worse than we are. But look at like South America, all these third world countries. That's kind of where we're heading. And it's totally awesome, man. I've always wanted to speak Spanish. Anyways, this guy had an excellent point, though. Something to think about on this one.
Does anybody else find it weird that both presidents are not campaigning? You guys find that a little weird? We're like 6 months out, if that. We're like 5 months out from the election, and they're not campaigning. I find that to be incredibly weird, but there's probably a reason for that. my theory or my hypothetical for entertainment purposes only TikTok would be that that's because they already know who's going to win.
Now, I know we're getting a little little weird, okay? We're thinking outside the box here. And sometimes that's scary. But I want you to think about this. These are some of the presidents that were related, or father and son. John Adams, Quincy Adams, father and son, okay? William Harrison, Benjamin Harrison, grandfather, grandson, okay? Happened twice, just a coincidence? No, third time. George W. Bush and George W. Bush, or George H.W. Bush and George W. Bush, father and son. All right, so I guess it's safe to say it's not about what you know, but who you know. Well, I guess in this circumstances, it's what you know, too, because you're born into that shit. I'm not saying it can't be done and you can't become president. But it's something to think about. Trippy stuff. I know. I don't want to blow your mind, okay? You need a hit? I'm just kidding. All right, we gotta stay focused on this one. We can't be getting stoned having a pizza party here. All right, this is big shit. All right, my bad. This one goes, it's just something to think about, guys, okay? Like, I'm just talking here, all right? I'm just trying to see where your guys' head's at, all right? Don't get too mad about this, all right? Because you're pissing me off. I'm just joking. This one goes, anytime our government says it's for your protection or your convenience or your safety, it's for their control. This is how a lot of people think about this. These are all comments, man. It's all about power and control. This is like, if you haven't already been thinking this, you're probably going to end up thinking exactly how a lot of us are. I hate to tell you this. Just saying. Like, we're getting there. Now, this one's trippy too, all right? Now, everything's gone, things are so out of control here, all right? And this comment right here is talking about how cash is king, right? Going to a, digital cash society, cashless society, all right? So I'm going to be real with you. If that ever were to happen, we're all fucked. I hate to tell you guys that, but I'm sure you already know that. Anyways, this is a great way to start off a Saturday, right? Awesome. But anyway, shout out to my boy Organic Thug. Yeah, he's on the money. He's just talking about cash is king. And so is this person down here. Now, guys, I know this video may have been a little rough, all right? And I don't want to get you all worked up here. And I'm not saying let's go start a revolution. I'm not saying that, okay? But I do find it a bit alarming that this many people are just talking about it freely on the internet. Because this is something that I've felt most of my life, and I've never really been able to say it out loud until the last year or two. Just to tell you how I feel. And plus, when I was 17, you kind of feel like I'm 17, what do I know? But when I was 17, half my life ago, I felt this way. And look at this. This is how Americans feel about their government. Look at this. 5,000 comments, 117,000 likes. Yeah, but this one was kind of funny. And on a funny note, just saying.
You have failed me for the last time.
God, my camera keeps cutting out. Anyways, you guys leave your thoughts, okay? Look, don't shoot the messenger, all right? Unless you work for the government. Then you're totally legal. You're legally allowed to just do whatever you want. And that's totally awesome. Okay, maybe I should be working, you can't beat them, join them. God, it's phenomenal. Shout out to all my Patreon members. God, what an awesome one. God bless America. His name was my name too. Oh, shit. That was trippy stuff, man. You guys leave your thoughts. I don't know. Just a conversation, just something to think about. Things have just gotten a little out of hand. And honestly, I'm just trying to enjoy my weekend. God, good times. That was. I think we got a little deep there. Unreal.